Oh, it doesn't look like we have any participants at the moment, so we're just kind of waiting to see if anyone joins the stream. Okay, even if no one joins, we are actually still going to be presenting as planned. So we're just gonna start in a few more minutes just to give people like some chances to join.
Yeah, just let me know when to go.
Okay, we got a few people. So I think we could get started in a few more minutes. Hello, everybody. We're just waiting a little bit just to make sure like everyone who needs to be here is here. So we're gonna start in about a minute. Okay, cool. We can go ahead and get started then. My name is Liz. I'm a student here at the University of Houston. I'm a psychology major, and right now I'm dressed as Sprite because it's Halloween. So that's super fun. I made it last night, and I'm hopefully graduating next semester. Go Cougs.
And my name is Yura. I am a recruitment specialist here at the University of Houston. I do not have a major because I'm an old man and have already done that, but I did major in accounting. I'm dressed as me, which is pretty scary in and of itself. So I didn't make this, but I just put it on this morning. And I'm very happy to be here presenting to you guys today. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started on transfer admissions. All right. So the application process at the University of Houston is actually a very, very simple process. All you need to do is apply online. We're both on the Apply Texas application as well as the Common App. You submit your application fee and you submit your transcripts. That's our entire application process. Once you've done that, you're going to get instructions on how to set up your MyUH self-service account along with your MyUH ID number. Go ahead and set that up ASAP because that's how you do everything from here on out at the University of Houston. Is where you see your to-do list of what we need from you, any holes that you have, your application status, all that stuff is done there on your MyUH self-service. So it's very important you set that up as soon as possible. After you're admitted, you get your admit packet via email, and then you can go to your new student orientation. And once you've done that, congrats, you're a new student at the University of Houston. All right. At the University of Houston, we do have fairly simple, straightforward admissions requirements. If you have 15 or more transferable hours, you're considered a transfer student. If you have a 2.5 GPA or higher, you are guaranteed admission into the university. If you have less than 15 hours, you're considered under the freshman admissions requirements. If you have less than 2.5, don't worry about that. If you have between a 2.25 and a 2.49, you'll go through individual review, which is reviewed under academic college specific requirements. All right. We do have the spring application currently available online. That deadline is December the 1st. Our summer and fall applications are available as well. If you want to come in for the summer, the deadline is May 3rd, 2021. If you want to come in for the fall, the deadline is June 25th, 2021. So keep those deadlines in mind so there are no issues in getting your transfer and everything in. So very important to follow those deadlines. The requirements that I just mentioned are for the University of Houston in general. So a lot of our programs do have additional requirements that you have to get into the programs themselves. So that could mean a couple of things. That could either mean they have a higher GPA, or they have the same GPA requirements. You have to have something else to get in. An example of the first for the higher GPA will be in the College of Business, the College of Education, the College of Engineering, College of Hotel and Restaurant Management. There are a few within the liberal arts and social sciences. Our College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, as well as a few in our College of Technology, have those higher GPA and or course requirements that you need to get into the programs. An example of the second, where you have the same academic requirements but additional steps, are going to be architecture, as well as the College of the Arts. The architecture and visual arts all require you to submit a portfolio, and our arts programs do require you to have taken at least one art class. And our performing arts do require an audition here at the University of Houston. So it's very important to know those requirements. So if you go to uh.edu/transfer, we do have a listing of all our requirements right there on our transfer website. All right. When it comes to the cost at the University of Houston, it is about $11,000 for the year for tuition and fees here at the university for in-state students. If you're coming from outside the state of Texas, it'll be about $26,000 per year for tuition and fees. If you choose to stay on campus, although on-campus housing is not a requirement at the University of Houston, we do strongly encourage students to stay on campus if at all possible. You're looking at about another $10,000 per year for tuition and fees here at the University of Houston. So if full cost depends, if you're an in-state student, you're looking at about $21,000 per year. Full cost if you are a non-Texas resident, is about $36,000 per year for that tuition. We do have scholarships at the University of Houston as well. The good thing about my out-of-state students is we do have an out-of-state tuition waiver. So the one that we have pictured here on the screen is for our Transfer Excellence Scholarship. So if you're coming from out-of-state tuition, the $1,000 or more that's required to get the out-of-state tuition waiver is covered by a Transfer Excellence Scholarship. The scholarships are offered for fall admission students only, as long as scholarship funds are available. So that is a first come, first serve scholarship. All you need to do is submit your scholarship, submit your FAFSA, and we'll take care of the rest. It is an automatic award scholarship as long as there are scholarship funds available. For the requirements for that scholarship, uh.edu/scholarships is where you're going to want to go to check that out. All right. Another way that we kind of bring costs down here at the University of Houston is our fixed tuition option. So we do have that fixed tuition option for transfer students. What it pretty much does is it'll lock your tuition in at a flat rate as long as you're on, as long as you opt into the program and you're on track to graduate in the allotted amount of time for the actual program itself. If you go to uh.edu/UH4 or email UH4@UH.edu, they can go into a lot more detail about that program than I'm able to, but it is a very good way to kind of limit those costs while you're here at the University of Houston. We do also have advising for transfer students before you're into the University of Houston through our transfer advising program. So they can talk to you about transferable courses, degree plans, anything like that. Here at the University of Houston, our admissions counselors know everything about the requirements to get into universities and the application process, all that stuff. So depending on what you want to know, it's going to determine who you actually talk to. So just make sure you're contacting the right department about what you're wanting to know. Again, admissions counselors, anything about getting into the University of Houston, a transfer advisor in our transfer advising program will let you know about anything in regards to degree plans, transferable credits, anything like that. All right, that did not work. So as you saw, we did have a transfer credit estimator slide supposed to be in there, but our transfer credit estimator is a new tool that we actually have at the University of Houston, right there at uh.edu/transfer. What that does is you can go in and create an account and input all the coursework that you've taken so far at your current school. Then somebody here at the University of Houston will take a look at that and see what it'll transfer over, what it transfers over as, how it fits into some of our degree plans. So definitely y'all check that credit estimator out. It's a very good tool to kind of let you know where you stand at the University of Houston so you can make an informed decision about the transfer process here at the University of Houston. One more big thing that I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to the University of Houston is our value. We are one of the best value colleges in the entire country. So that's not just us saying that. That's just not me just propping us up. We're actually called a best value college by many very reputable publications. The Princeton Review, Forbes, U.S. News and World Reports, to name a few. And this table here actually kind of illustrates that a little bit when it comes to just the hard numbers themselves. So the average college student around the country pays about $19,000 per year in total cost of attendance. The average UH student pays about $13,000 per year. The average college student around the country comes with about $24,000 worth of student debt. The average UH student comes in around $5,000 less than that, with about $19,000 in student debt. But here's where it gets really good. The average college student coming out around the country will make about $41,000 per year as their salary. The average UH student will make about $49,000 for their salary. So when we say value, this is what we mean. What you're actually putting into your education will pale in comparison to what you're getting out of your education when it comes to earning potential in the future after you exit the doors of the University of Houston. So we are very, very proud to offer such a great education at such a valuable cost to you and set you up in a great place coming out of the university. All right. So I know I went through this a little bit fast. There is a lot that you can actually do on our website. So if you go to uh.edu/transfer, there's a lot of information on there. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to email us at admissions@uh.edu or call us at 713-743-1010. We are option number 4. We also have our transfer advising program. You can set an advising appointment with the transfer advisors by emailing them at transferadvising@uh.edu or giving them a call at 832-842-4632. And thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me this morning. I really hope to see you guys here in the fall on campus. Fingers crossed, so we can all meet each other in person. And with that, I'm done. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, cool. So actually right now we're going to be doing a little Q&A session.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be grabbing some questions from the stream. So if
Sure.
y'all have any questions, now's the time to put them in the chat. Okay, so someone is asking if they should wait to submit their transcripts, like until like they already graduate or not, yeah, graduate, kind
No,
of like finish their associates.
no, you do not have to wait until you graduate. The associate's degree doesn't have any effect on our admissions policies here at the University of Houston, so it is not beneficial for you to wait. The only time you should wait to submit transcripts is if you don't currently meet the requirements for your intended major. If you don't meet the requirements for your intended major, then you wait because our posted requirements are the requirements. There is no gray area to that. There is no review after that. If you meet the posted requirements, you're in. If you don't, then you're not to that particular major. So it's important to meet the requirements before you get in, but you don't have to finish your associates, no.
Okay, cool. We got questions just about what credits are going to transfer. But like you said, there's that new program that we have online that kind of tells you what credits can transfer over.
And also the transfer advising program is a great source for that as well. We have advisors for each of the academic colleges who can help you for your specific major. So definitely contact the transfer advising program about with those questions as well. They'd be happy to talk with you.
Do we have any more questions about transferring or applying as a transfer student? Okay, I kind of see like a little bit of information saying that you would submit your unofficial transcript first and then later on submit your official transcript.
So no, we would need the official transcript. Now, you can submit the in-progress transcript that doesn't have the current semester's grades complete on them, yes, but we will not take the unofficial transcript for transfer since it has to be official transcript, but we don't need this current semester's grades on them yet. We need the latest completed semester. So in this case, it would be everything up through the summer term. We would need to be completed, and anything that you're taking in person right now, or well, taking right now, would have to be in progress. But we don't need the finals yet.
Someone's asking what the name of the program that checks what credits will transfer, like what's the actual name of it?
So the transfer advising program are the actual physical advisors who will be looking at it, but also our transfer credit estimator on our website, uh.edu/transfer. If you scroll down about midway down that page, you're going to see our transfer credit estimator. Click on the link for that, create your account and input all your information, and we'll actually send back to you what will transfer over, how it'll transfer into some of our degree plans, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It says, if you finish submitting by today, you'll be eligible for scholarship priority. Yes, because the priority deadline is tomorrow. So go ahead and submit those applications today.
Yes, and you guys keep in mind, for those of you who are looking for that Transfer Excellence Scholarship, that is for fall admissions only. So if you're applying for the spring, you won't be eligible for that scholarship. But if you're applying for the fall, then you would be eligible for that scholarship. So definitely get everything in by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One other question, do you need transcripts from all schools attended? And if so, do you just use the most recent GPA?
No, we need transcripts from all schools you've attended. So our GPA that we do at the University of Houston is a true cumulative. So that means we use every single course from every single school you've ever attended at the higher education level. That includes retaking courses. At a lot of your schools, when you've retaken a course and didn't do so great on the first time, but took it again and did better on it, only that better grade is reflected in that GPA calculation. Here at the University of Houston, it doesn't work like that. We literally go down the line semester by semester, school by school, and if it's a college level coursework, we factor that into the GPA calculation, even if you've retaken the course. Both grades, or at least the grade from each time a course is attempted, is factored into our GPA calculations. So just keep that in mind when doing your GPAs.
Mm-hmm. And just so we're clear, it's just like transcripts from higher education, or would they need high school transcripts?
We need transcripts from higher education only as long as you have more than 15 college credit hours for all majors except for business. Business requires 30 or more. But if you have over those hour thresholds, we only need your college transcripts. If you have less than 15 hours for all majors except for business, less than 30 for business, then we will ask you for your high school information.
Okay, someone asked, is the GPA different in the program you want to, wait, hold on. If the GPA is different in the program you want to get into, then do you just apply to get into UH just to transfer in?
Well, no, you have to actually declare a major at the University of Houston. So you would have to apply to something. So if you're into University of Houston, then you're going to be into a major. If that's not the major you want to pursue, I honestly wouldn't want you to apply to that. Yeah. So pretty much that's a long way of saying if you don't meet the requirements to your major right now, don't apply. Because you're going to be forced into a major you're not wanting to take and taking classes for a program you're not want to take classes for. So stay where you're at until you meet the requirements for your intended major, and then try to transfer over once you have those requirements met.
Mm-hmm. Also, we have this program called Exploratory Studies. So if you just want to go into that, you can always do that and then transfer into the major that you want later if you get your grades high enough for it.
Yeah, but just keep in mind with exploratory studies, they do have an hour cap on that as well. So if you have, I believe, 45 hours or more, you're not eligible for exploratory studies. And for those of you who are applying as transfer students, exploratory studies is not even an option on the application. You would actually have to request, if you have less than 45 hours, you would have to request the Office of Admissions to place you into exploratory studies going forward. So again, it's probably best to kind of stay where you're at until you've met the requirements for your intended major, then transfer over.
Okay, so we got another question. What if a student is currently taking courses elsewhere and the final transcript won't be available until late December and they're applying for spring?
So you can send the transcripts now, the in-progress transcripts now from your current school to be reviewed now. And then after your courses have completed in December, you can send an updated transcript for us to review for credit, to get credit for those courses that you're in now.
So it says, what if I'm already in like a particular program at my university? Will I not be able to automatically be in the same program here at UH?
So yes and no. It's not like an automatic transfer. For example, you're like in engineering at another school. It's not like an automatic, since you're engineering at that school, you're going to be engineering here at the University of Houston. You do have to meet our program-specific requirements. However, at the University of Houston, we are in what's called an assured admission school. So if you meet our posted requirements for whatever program you're trying to get into, you are guaranteed admission into that particular program. You just, again, have to meet the requirements. But there are no like wait lists or anything like that. Everybody who meets the requirements to the programs are in that program.
Mm-hmm. We have another question. What about the Fresh Start program? Does admissions consider academic history, GPA, and number of course withdrawals pre-Fresh Start?
So if you opt into the Fresh Start program, no, it's like none of that ever happened. So the issue that most people run with the Fresh Start program is that even the coursework that you did do good on, you can't get credit for those courses because we essentially act like it never happened. No, the Fresh Start program is exactly as it sounds. Like you're starting completely over. Anything that you've done after that 10-year threshold that the Fresh Start program covers, we'll use. But anything 10 years and before, it's like it never, ever happened.
Do we have any more questions? Okay, this will look like we are oh wait, never mind. So if I have the GPA I need for my major, but I have not completed all the courses needed to get into the college of my major, do I get into the college or do I have to complete the courses required?
No, if so, it depends. So if the major itself has prerequisite courses, like for example, the College of Engineering requires Cal 1 and Cal 2, Chem 1 and Physics 1, and an English course. So if it's a major like that that has those specific course requirements, if you don't have those prerequisite courses done, but you have the GPA, then no, you can't get in. But if your major is something like, let's say, hotel and restaurant management, for example, that's an impacted program that has the 2.87 GPA requirement, but doesn't have any prerequisite courses, but you haven't quite completed everything that's on like the transfer guide, then that's fine. The only time that that coursework will affect you is if the college has prerequisite coursework, which, as I mentioned, the ones for engineering, natural science has a prerequisite coursework that you have to have completed. The College of Business has the prerequisite coursework you have to complete. The College of the Arts has a prerequisite course you have to complete, and the College of Technology has some makes that require prereqs as well. But unless you're applying to one of those, the actual coursework doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so like you said, since your major is engineering and you haven't completed those courses needed, you won't be able to get into that major at this time. Do we have any more last minute questions? Because the session is almost going to end and y'all are going to be getting to go to your academic sessions soon. Okay, cool. So thank you so much for joining us today. The contact information for the Office of Admissions and the Transfer Advising Program is on here. So please, like, screenshot it or anything if you want, so you can have all that there. It'll also be on our website too. But thank you so much for joining our transfer advising session today. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.